Today we are celebrating the legacy of one of the finest musicians the world has ever known, Maestro Eugen Sârbu. Stimată domnișoară Carmina, vă rugăm să ne împărtășiți câteva momente din ceea ce a însemnat Maestrul Eugen Sârbu pentru dumneavoastră, ca frate, om și muzician, atât pentru dumneavoastră cât și pentru România.
Da, de la început trebuie să spun că este prima oară când am venit în țară fără Eugen și e o durere de neînchipuit. Nu credeam că o să ajungem vreodată la momentul ăsta, nu credeam. De la început, de când eram mici, m-am considerat foarte norocoasă să fiu sora lui Eugen, care încânta publicul cu sunetele lui. Și tata a fost cel care i-a călăuzit pașii spre muzica lui minunată. În România, atunci, în acele vremuri, erau concursuri de vioară, concursuri foarte importante, o competiție mare. Și Eugen câștiga de fiecare dată toate concursurile și toată lumea îl iubea enorm și era foarte cunoscut. La un moment dat, când aveam eu cam 10 ani, da, și Eugen era puțin mai mare, am fost la cela de la Vrancea, tăticul ne luam fiecare sfârșit de săptămână, la profesori în București, noi locuiam la Galați atunci, și când am ajuns era prima oară când am mers la marea pianistă, cela de la Vrancea, și am început să-i cânt o piesă de Bach. Și pentru că dânsa deja îl cunoștea mult, toată România îl cunoștea pe Eugen, i-a cerut lui Eugene, ia cântă tu o piesă de Bach, așa cum crezi tu, ce vrei tu. Și Eugen atunci a început să cânte și a cântat toată Ceacona de Bach la 12 ani. A fost de necrezut. Doamna acela de la Vrancea n-a putut să creadă. A fost o minune și tăticuțul săracul era atât de mândru de Eugen. Și trebuie să spun că mămica a fost cea care s-a ocupat de educația noastră, mai bine ca orice mamă l-am văzut. Oricum, noi suntem, familiile din România sunt foarte unite, ne iubim foarte mult și mai ales, mai de mult, nu știu acum dacă mai e așa, dar educația era principala trăsătură a familiei. Fiecare încerca să ajungă copiii lor să ajungă cât mai educați și pe cele mai înalte trepte ale culturii, mai ales dacă erau muzicieni. Dacă nu, în orice domeniu erau în frunte. Și așa că de mici am cântat împreună, eram atât de bucuroasă și așa cum a spus, mai țin minte, la un moment dat am avut aici concert la radio cu maestrul Ludovic Baci și repetam la prima repetiție a concertului de Mendelssohn, dublu de Mendelssohn. După ce am ajuns la cadență, am cântat cadența, care e o minune de piesă, splendidă și foarte rapidă, foarte plină de momente strălucitoare de virtuozitate. Au oprit și a spus orchestrei: în toată cariera mea de dirijor, niciodată n-am întâlnit doi oameni să cânte atât de împreună, atât de perfect, n-a putut să creadă. Și eram așa de bucuroasă și eu și Eugen. Da, e o piesă foarte frumoasă, concertul ăsta de Mendelssohn, însă foarte puțin cântat. Unul din motive e că e destul de dificil, destul de greu, dar foarte frumos. Exploziv, așa, plin de strălucire și frumusețe. Și ca în orice cânta Eugen, era sau un vulcan de virtuozitate sau o serenitate, o perfecțiune, așa, în mod natural, așa cânta el.
Lady Carmina Sârbu organized an event at the Romanian Athenaeum, a wonderful concert in which students and great artists are involved in performing in memoriam Maestro Eugen Sârbu. We are honored to have you as a bridge between Eugen and his students, me included. Could you please share some moments, some memorable moments you've had with him as a musician?
Since I was a child, we started to play together, and I was very lucky to have Eugen as a brother and to play all my life with him. And when I wasn't abroad, he was playing with other pianists, very famous and very good pianists like Leon Palmas in the States, Bruno Canino in Italy. It was in London. It was yes, I don't remember. Gordon Bach, exactly. Gordon Bach, yes. And also they were all very good friends of Eugen. But I was the luckiest one to be his sister. Now I would like to tell you about the event tomorrow we will have in the Romanian Athenaeum. It will be a very important one. It will be for the Romanian children, for the FARA Foundation, for the poor children of Romania who deserve a much better life comparing to what they have now. And I thought through Eugen's music, because we'll have many of his videos, we will all enjoy his playing. And apart from this, 5 of his students, very talented. I will tell you all the names because it's good to have the names. So from Romania, Radu Ropotan, from Italy, Pietro, Genova, and then Roberto Sechi, from Germany, Dorothea, Mutterer, and from Japan, Hajime. So they will all play wonderful pieces, and they are great, very great violinists. This concert will be for, as I told you, for FARA Foundation, for which Eugen played with me many concerts at St. James's Palace, at Prince Charles's Palace. Now he is the King of England, and we played. That's why he became, in the last 5 or 6 years, he was a patron of this foundation, and we succeeded to do a lot of good things for the Romanian children, and I hope tomorrow night we will continue what Eugen wanted to do for his country and for the children. At the beginning of the event, first of all, it will be Maestro Dan Puric who will talk about Eugen's music, his genius, as he said. And we were very good friends. And Maestro Zamfir will play a very famous and very sad piece. It's Doina de Jale, one of the most impressive Romanian pieces, who is really breaking the hearts of many people. And Maestro Zamfir is one of the best, if not, the best in the world pan-flute player. And I'm very honored and very happy he's coming to play in tomorrow's concert.
I am here with Roberto Sechi, member of the first violins of the Teatro Carlo Felice in Genova, a good friend of Eugen's, and I would like him to share some of the memorable moments you've had with Maestro Eugen Sârbu.
Yeah, thank you for that question. Of course, I got a lot of memories with Eugen. And the beginning of the story was in 1978, 1 year or less than 1 year after he won the Paganini competition, that he won with a great triumph not a normal victory with the public screaming his name like in the stadium, Sârbu, Sârbu. It was really great. And I was really impressed from the titanic sound, the charm, the presence, and the way he could play. It was really incredible. And some months later, my daddy, that was also a musician in our orchestra, invited him at home to talk, to know each other, to eat together, and so on. And it was really wonderful. I mean, as people, at the time he was 28 years old, and I was 11. I was just a small child and playing violin since few months. And immediately there was, I don't know, something, some empathy, some liaison in French, that we could feel in touch, in our intimate soul. And this not lasted forever. We kept in touch through the years. We met us many times. I went to London, I went to Genova, and always, every time it was really fantastic, because it's not only the wonderful musician and violin player that nobody can discuss this, it was really on the top. But the human being was much better than the musician, and that's incredible, because already the musician was on the top. And as person, he was maybe over the top, because it was really fantastic. So generous and warm, and always kind, humble, never arrogant for nothing. And I was so proud when more than one time he told me and to other people that I was for him like the little brother that he never had. So I was always moved for this. Now we are here in Bucharest, finally, thanks to Carmina, the wonderful sister of Eugen, to celebrate him with this concert where we will try to give our best from our soul and heart, mostly. Also with Carmina playing a solist, also with the great Gheorghe Zamfir, one of the most famous names in Romania. Therefore, I think we will enjoy this great moment. I hope I will not cry so much because of the commotion. And with me, I got wonderful colleagues. There is Radu Ropotan, Pietro, Genova, Anna, Dorothea, Mutterer. They are all fantastic people and violin players. Therefore, I'm really happy to be with them here.
Anna Dorothea Mutterer is a fantastic violinist that joins us today from Germany. Dear Anna, please share some memorable moments you've had with Maestro Eugen Sârbu.
I wouldn't even know where to start. I met him over 10 years ago, and I think every single moment I had with him was memorable. Whether it was the late dinners or just traveling around Europe, spent wonderful time in Italy, in Romania, actually in this very hotel. And I think the most memorable for me, however, were the lessons. We started mostly around 7, 8 p.m. and it would just go on for hours. Sometimes I wouldn't come back home until 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, because we would just, talk about music, we would play, we would create, try new things, we would go out for a walk, talk more about music, come back, play some more, and it was so inspiring. Every moment, it's hard to put it into words, really.
Dear Pietro, Genova, Gaia, please share some moments you spent with Eugen Sârbu.
Of course. First of all, I want to say thank you so much, Radu, for setting us up in this interview. It's wonderful to be here with you and to be able to share with all of you so many memories with Eugen. I mean, for me, it's quite easy. I met Eugen thanks to Roberto, who is here. Roberto Sechi is my former teacher when I was a teenager. And so I met him thanks to him in Genova, and he invited him when he was a professor in conservatory. He invited him for a masterclass, and I had the honor, and immediately I could sense that that person was different, and that I had different teachers in my life, and I met incredible artists. But Eugen was from the first sight, from the first words, you know, it was amazing. And I remember we didn't even know each other, but he gave me a hug. And that was amazing. I mean, honestly, it changed the way I looked at great artists. And the hug was always one thing, you know. Also, when I started receiving lessons from Eugen in London and also in Italy, he was always hugging me after the lesson. And that is, I still remember the perfume, I still remember many things of Eugen. For me, was the way I changed completely the idea of an artist. So for me, I think somebody else said that he was talking with the instrument. And that was clearly something that I heard before, but I never witnessed something of that kind. And when he was playing the violin, he was really talking, and in his own way, the way he was talking. And so I cherish every memory I had with him in London. It was a great time we had, many lessons, very long hours working. He would arrive late, I think, to the lesson just to give me the time to warm up. I think it was a very kind gesture. Maybe sometimes we would even stop in the middle of the lesson just to take a break and smoke a cigarette, you know, and talk about music. And sometimes, honestly, after the lesson, we would even talk about life. We shared many moments in which I was telling him my doubts, my fears of, you know, becoming an artist. I was very young, so he was a mentor for me as well, and he was very sharp and very wise. And very, I think, very authentic. And I think, I'm glad to be here today to celebrate his life playing music. I don't have many words to describe how important was Eugen for me, but definitely music will do the work. I hope so.
Now we are here with Hajime Minamikawa that came from Japan, especially for this event. Please share some moments you've experienced with Maestro Eugen Sârbu.
はい、僕がマエストロとお会いしたのは、2012年の夏でしたね。で、彼がちょうどその頃に夏のバカンスにイタリアに来られていた時に、当時僕がイタリアに留学していた時に偶然知り合う機会ができてからです。その時にお会いしようと彼の宿泊していたホテルに、訪問した時にちょうど先生は外出されていて、それからお会いできた時にはちょうど夕飯時でして、その流れでディナーに招待してもらえたりと、初めからそうですね、思い出に尽きない先生でした。それから1年後の2013にロンドンまで彼のレッスンを受けに通う日々が始まって、それから10年間かな、ロンドンやルーマニアにイタリア、いろんな場所で先生からバイオリンのことだけなくたくさん思い出をいただきました。そうですね、他に先生との思い出といえば、ちょっと区域に走りますが、自分も先生も結構食べるのが好きなタイプでしたので、彼についてイギリスやあとルーマニアにレッスンを受けに通うたびに、先生からいろいろと、美味しいレストランや食べ物についての知識も教えていただいたので、だいぶ舌は超えましたね。で、それから、他にもゆっくりしたタバコ違うわ。ゆっくりした時間をタバコを吹かせて過ごすことも好きな先生でしたので、夜が遅くなった時はお宅とかホテルとかのバルコニーで、ゆっくりと話しながら、隣で話を聞きながら、先生の普通のタバコの匂いだとかよく覚えてますね。体に悪いからと禁煙頑張っていたようですけれども、そこまで禁煙ができていたかどうかはというところですが、そういう感じで思い出の尽きない先生ですね、今でも。先生と知り合えて勉強できる機会をもらえたのが すごく幸運なことだったと僕の人生でも思っています。
It is an honor to share the stage with these outstanding musicians, my colleagues. In conclusion, I would like to thank also Lady Carmina for this opportunity to express my feelings and to share some memories of what Maestro Eugen Sârbu means to me. First of all, I would say that he was one of a kind, not just as a musician, but also as a human being. As a musician, I have a memory that I would like to share with you. I remember I was a kid and I came to listen here at the Romanian Athenaeum to Eugen Sârbu playing the Beethoven violin concerto. I can still remember everything, every sound, as if you could touch it. It was that palpable. And I will always remember those unforgettable moments because it is something that you cannot describe in words. You just have to witness his playing. But I can say that I am truly grateful and lucky that I had this opportunity to meet Eugen Sârbu, one of the greatest Romanian musicians. May his art and music resonate forever for humanity.